Hey, yeah, Richard at Ryden's here. Again, not Richard at Ryden's room here. Again, not in my room, but in the shed. Here comes one of the ferrets looking to play. This is the latest Doctor review. This is for Blink. So, we notice this is like immediately after the previous vid. So, straight onto it. I'm a little bit behind. So, yeah, again, Dark Imperium 3, God Blight. So, it got released after like a year of the initial release and way too many delays. But, so yeah, that's my thing for the day. Reading that book now and playing Pokemon Platinum on DS because I want to play all the Pokemon games again. So yeah, onto it then. So Blink, the much like Love and Monsters, this is the Dr. Light episode, but unlike Love and Monsters, which good episode, but gets terrible reputation. This is an absolutely perfect episode, and there's no doubt everyone loved it, and it deserves every minute of it. So basically, let's get to it. So present day, a woman called Sally Sparrow is in this house. She gets a message saying, you know, duck as a brick gets thrown through the window, and then, you know, from the Doctor, watch the angels. Basically, you've got these weeping angels, these statues that actually come to life when you're not looking at them. They can move at blinding speed. They basically kill you by sending you back in time and somehow feeding off the life energy you lose by living your life, like either before you were born or part way through your life, while you were alive, but a life you kind of already had. It don't make too much sense, best not to think that too much, but oh, hello Krill, coming in for the video. There you go. Yeah, they basically kill you gently, kindly, you know, teleport you, very little pain or anything, but yeah, you pretty much won't live past the date you went back at. You know, depending on where you can get sent at any point in time, and it's just so horribly cruel that this happens. But yeah, basically these angels on the hunt in London, and they're basically trying to get into the TARDIS. They've got the Doctor's nowhere to be seen, and this woman called Sally Sparrow is the main character. Her friend basically gets caught by the angels. They send her back to 1920s Hull, and basically she has to solve the mystery. And eventually they stop the angels. They get in, her and her friend's brother get into the TARDIS. They send it back to where the Doctor is, because he was sent back to 1969, and defeat the angels, who basically get frozen in place. And then at the end of the episode, she gives the Doctor the notes so that in the past he will have the info to make contact with her, and the angels have eaten. So yeah, let's actually go into a little bit more detail. Basically, yeah, all you really see of the Doctor in this is him on a TV, basically saying phrases like "don't blink," you know, and then random words from sentences like "yeah, got away from me there." Basically, he will have a conversation with Sally in 2007, which in 1969 he will know what she's about to say and be able to like have something of an actual conversation with her while he's not even there. It's a simple quote which sums it all up from this episode. Time is not a straight line cause to effect. It's more like a ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. That's basically how it is. It's not a simple case of, you know, something that happens in 1969. You'd have to wait 40 years to 1967 to see what happens then. It's like the future and the past are happening at the same time. It's all classic sci-fi stuff, and it just works so well because Doctor Who is ultimately a time travel show, and an episode like this shows exactly how time travel can work. And yeah, the idea is basically Sally has a conversation with the Doctor in 2007. He just knows everything she's going to say. Her friend Lawrence writes it all down, and then sometime a year later in 2008, she gives the paper to the Doctor, who hasn't met her. And then eventually he gets trapped in 1969 and then has the information with him so that he can communicate with her at the time. It's brilliant, just brilliant. It just works so well. And yeah, let's get to the actual enemies, the angels. So yeah, like I said, they kill you kindly. You know, no pain minus discomfort being of time travel without a capsule, as I like to say. But they, they ruin your life effectively. You like Sally's friend. 2007 1 minute, and then she's like soon be about 20 or so, and then in 1920s the next, meaning she won't even live to the point she was actually born in, or much later. So she has to give her like all the information to her grandson son to get the information to Sally, and yeah, it's pretty sad like what they do. I mean, but again, let's get to what the actual angels, how they work. So yeah, they touch you and send you back in time, normally to a point which they are linked to. That's how this police officer gets sent back there to exactly where Doctor and Martha are, because it's the same angel. They're just in each one seems to be linked to a certain period of time. And yeah, the main thing is how quick they move. You know, this is don't blink. Now, how many people tried not blinking? I was watching the episode. I know I did it plenty of times. You can like hold your eyes open wide as possible, or I suppose like do that to like blink one but close the other rather than just all of them. But yeah, I suppose if you're going to be killed, you'd be able to hold out for longer, but very difficult to hold your eyes open without blinking for a long time. And that's what I do. The idea is they just move and like a blur. Like there's an amazing bit when like one's watching Lawrence, he panics, looks away, and suddenly it's like they kind of like have their eyes closed, and then suddenly it's like at him, like fangs out and everything. Because turns out the reason they've turned to stone is because it's when something looks at them, they freeze up, turn to stone. It's like a defense mechanism. But when nothing's looking at them, they can move in like a blur, and it's incredible. Like there's shots, like there's a bit when like Lawrence say like, why is it pointing at the lights, and the lights start like going off, and there's just like flashes of them like moving like in like different angles, and it's it works so well. I remember like people I worked with and that watched in 2007 were like terrified, and yeah, they're bloody scary, especially when they come at you like fangs everything. And in the end, yeah, they get beaten because they manage to get into the TARDIS. All the angels like try and grab it, and when the TARDIS vanishes, they get like frozen in place. They're all looking at each other, and it just so great. And of course the whole TV message, don't blink and you're dead, and then they shot all these statues around like London, and it's like, God, imagine if they were real though. Yeah, you can't kill a stone, but that's only when you can see it, and it's great. Although I'm sure you could take a massive hammer to those angels and demolish them that way, who knows. But maybe there's some sort of special stone that can't be destroyed that way. So yeah, that's Blink, Dr. Light episode. And yeah, I like Love and Monsters, but it's not perfect. Love and Monsters is like an 8 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. No question at all. This is one of the best episodes ever. And like the last two, it barely even uses the Doctor, so which is absolutely, it just works so well. And of course there'll be more Dr. Light after this. It's kind of a permanent thing. But yeah, even after all these years, this and then the previous one, Family of Blood 2-part, are like still two of the best episodes, and yeah, can't fault that. So yeah, that's it then. So on to the next one, which will be the 3-parter. So yeah, I'm gonna do a one super long video, I think. So yeah, until then.